evening, my name is Russell Hauser with the Piano Outlet. Tonight I'm making a video specifically for a man named Doc Holliday, who is interested in this beautiful CF3 we recently received here at Piano Outlet. This piano came out of a home, and as you will see in the photographs that are right now shown on eBay, the inside of the piano is like brand new. So is the exterior. The CF3 has a lot of features no other pianos have in Yamaha's line. One thing is, it has these separate braces for underneath the lid. There's a brace in the middle because the lid of the CF3, being 9 feet long, really needs an extra support. So if you look at all these CF3s, they have an extra support here. They also have heavy-duty hinges. You notice also on this piano we polished the underneath, so when you look at the reflection of the hinges, it actually looks like the hinge is like twice as long. It's always pretty cool the way it reflects up inside the hinge. Also, the CF3 has this lockdown knob. This lockdown knob is for locking down the lid when the piano's in transport. There's a little hook here, and that's what you would turn this knob, and it would hold the lid down. It also has super heavy-duty, extra-large casters. Okay. This piano, we have to actually put on these caster cups because if I didn't put the caster cups, it would just roll all over the floor while I'm playing on it. So that's why we put the wheels in the caster cups. Also, pedal rods are brass. They're nickel-plated on all other Yamahas, but they're brass on the CF3. Then another thing about this piano, the music desk, music stand is a different design. It's got this little detail here. You notice it's different from all other Yamaha brands. And I'm actually going to take this off because when I play this piano, and just for future reference, anybody that plays the piano should know that if they put the music stand in the up position, it stops the sound from coming out. It's coming to you, actually. Sound comes out, just doesn't come to you. So I always like to take the music desk off because it kind of stops the sound. So I'm going to put it over here. The other thing about the CF3, it's a hand-built piano. The keyboard cover is one piece. Here, if you look at the C7, two-piece floorboard. This is called the floorboard because it falls down and covers the keys. This is two-piece. CF3, one piece. It's all fashioned out of one solid piece of wood. This is all a hand-built piano, basically, and it doesn't get any better than the Yamaha CF3. 9 feet long a piano. Remember that most of the notes in the piano have 3 strings. So, if you have a C7, which is 7'6", and the CF3, which is 9 foot, you have an extra 1.5 feet of piano here, and so that's going to result in 18 extra inches, and that's times 3 for most of the notes in the piano. And then in the tenor section, where you have the break from the piano wire to the copper wound bass strings, on all other pianos, the bass strings are always, they start at 2 strings per note, and then down to 1 string per note. But in the CF3, you actually have 3 strings per note that are copper wound, times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 extra strings in the CF3. So that's what gives you the sound. So I'm going to play a little bit. You can see the piano. bass. The piano is in completely original condition. The hammers are like new in it, and it really is, really doesn't get any better than this. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and if you have any questions, feel free to call me. Thank you.